welcome to another episode of Thrifting. I've seen a load of Game of Thrones on DVD, £2 a piece. Only the later seasons are really worth anything, so I paid £2 for this one, season 6. But it'll give you £4 credit, so double your money with a credit. Anyways, I'm in Cashes. I've seen a PS Vita Slim, and they're kind of spicy Slims now. They only wanted $79.99 for it, and I was like, yeah, sure, they'll go for a bit more than that. I was right. CX will sell that one in that condition for £160. It's the Slim, so it's got a built-in 1 gig bit of memory, so it kind of negates the whole need for a memory card straight off the bat. Obviously, you can get the adapters with the SD card slot in now. It requires a bit of modding, but you can get them on the go relatively easy. Anyways, funnily enough, I've seen a SD card. It was a double pack. It was 228 gig SD cards for a £5. They had a bunch of them in there. I was like, it might be worth buying a few more of these. But I was like, I don't really need them. But I was like, there's always something I need an SD card for, and I was like, a couple of 128 gig SD cards for a £5 seems alright to me. The last time I bought a 256 gig one in here for like £4, so I was like, yeah, it's adequate gigage for my money. So I thought I'll go for it. It comes with a handy micro SD chunky adapter as well, in case you ever need that. I mean, sometimes I need them, but I do mod a lot of Wii's on the go, so I was like, the amount of times I've been stuck looking for one of them just so I can get a small SD card to work with a fat slot on a Wii. Anyways, we're in Cashes, and I've seen Do Not Open for $7.99. It's a 20 quid game, and $4.99 for Tortured Souls, which is a £12 game. So definitely worth it. Some reason Do Not Open's a bit rarer and spicier on PS4 than it is 5. I've picked it up in the past, and yeah, it's like a Resident Evil 7ish rip-off. Not really a rip-off, but it's kind of like, you know, puzzly but first person-y. And Tortured Souls is like old school Resident Evil vibes. It's really good, actually. I've actually been playing it on Xbox though, because we bought it on a deal digitally ages ago. But yeah, Tormented Souls, I rate it. But yeah, definitely worth picking up for £5. And Do Not Open, yeah, CX sell it for 20, so $7.99. It's a bit of a deal. But yeah, I remember getting into like loads of horror adjacent PS4 games a while back, so I'm kind of up on what they're worth. But it's worth having a look at some of them like horror games on PS4. They're pretty spicy at the moment. Yeah, I'm just in the dog rescue one, and I've seen Lips Party Edition or something like that. It's not really worth anything, but I have been on a bit of a karaoke boom recently, so I thought I might as well pick this up for £1. I think it's much more in CX. I think it is the same price, but it had a good mix on it, and obviously you can't get it anymore because the licenses ran out and everything. So anything with music on is kind of worth picking up if you see it cheap enough, because eventually they'll go off the store or you won't be able to get them again and that. But I really wish there was just like a better party karaoke vibe out there to buy. But unless you pay over the odds for Let's Sing, you're not really going to get anything with a lot of songs on it. So the best way to do it is maybe just pick up some of the old ones. Anyways, I'm in the Big Emma's charity shop down Whiteforgate, and I seen Cars 2. It was 50p. I was like, all right, fair one, 50p. It's £3 in CX. It's not like man-blowing thrift, but it's worth 50p. I mean, you know, I have played some of the Cars games on PS2, I think it was, maybe a 360. Yeah, it's spicier on 360, but the Wii version's alright. I thought, well, might as well, aren't we? It's only 50p. Anyways, because I'm into my Vita, I decided to pick up the Uncharted for Vita, which last time I had a Vita, I think I got maybe halfway through this and never finished it off. It's been bugging me ever since. So I was like, I'll pick that up. I did come in for a memory card as well. I wasn't quite ready to mess about modding stuff, so I added a little bit of credit. So I got a 32 gig one It's £38 there, bro. A bit spicy. If it weren't for the fact that I traded in some crap for it, I'd have been a bit annoyed. The 64 gig one is 65 quid. So it's crazy. Anyways, yeah, happy. I'm getting some more Vita games. So I got that Happy Trigger. What's it called? Happy Trigger Dang Dang Gunpie or something, and then that hack and slash. Like it's a bit like that Dynasty Warriors, isn't it? Tur Decken and something, and then obviously Wipeout 2030 odd, and then I got the Sega Superstar for more iToy action. I'd say it's been a while. This has been really slow, so this footage is from across about 3 weeks. But it's been a bit dry for the old thrift. But yeah, so I have already like sort of half streamed this after I did the iToy the other night. But yeah, so yeah, a bunch of Vita games, and another iToy game with my credit, which is fair enough, innit? Prices are up and down at CX right now, so I've been having a check on a bunch of other stuff that I had that I didn't even think was worth anything, but it's having like £3, £4 credits in it here and there, so I keep checking loads of stacks in. I'm having a bit of a clear out, but it still doesn't look like I've got rid of anything. Anyways, I got some free games off Damer and cash it in. 50 cent driver. And then this folder with a bunch of loose discs. It had like Heart of Darkness complete. They were a bit scratched, but it was alright. And Crash Bandicoot 3, 1, and Crash Bash, and then Wrath of Cortex Strikes Back. A couple of Oddworld discs, which is good because I've got a couple of Oddworlds that need. I think I've got a Abe's Exodus that needs one of them second discs. There was a Rayman one out of that double pack, and then Wrath of Cortex at the back. But yeah, I was like, I'll have them. It was FIFA Street and Driver Free and 50 cent Bulletproof as well. But yeah, for some free games, I'm going to go for it, aren't I? Anyways, I thought I'd pick up some of these Blu-rays while I was in here. They were £1 a piece, and there's a few spicy ones coming out of the pile. The most notably Taxi was the Luc Besson film. I think it's a remake of a previous film he made in it. Anyways, it was a quid. They were all a quid. Shaun of the Dead, Scarface, and all that. Yeah, they were all a quid, but that Taxi is worth a tenner. I was like, oh, fair one. And then that Charmed box set as well. That was going for quite a bit online. Some of these are like American versions, but they'll all work in region for you players and that. So for £1 a piece, I might as well go for it, aren't I? But yeah, I was like, yeah, I might as well pick a few up with there only being £1. But yeah, pretty happy. So it was like Charmed season 6, Hot Fuzz, Scarface, Blues Brothers, Shaun of the Dead, and Taxi. Hell yeah! All that for like £7 bob, was it? Yeah, wow, how many it was. It was wearing cashes, and yeah, cheap, $3.99 for Grand Theft Auto on PS4. I was like, there's still CX still start 15 quid. So like £3 alright. And then I got some Vita games I unboxed. I got Persona 4 Golden and Tearaway, which Tearaway is one of the one that uses the back screen. Anyways, we're in the last one, and there was a few PS4 games for £2 a piece. It was Call of Duty 3, Watch Dogs, and Uncharted 4. I was like, yeah, £2 a piece seems alright. I thought I might as well go for that. What I didn't realise was there was some more on that shelf, so when I went back to the shelf, I realised there was a wrestling game unboxed. But then the other two games unboxed were actually worth having for £2 a piece. It was another copy of Grand Theft Auto 5, and then a Spider-Man unboxed for £2, which is absolute no-brainer. I'm pretty sure CX still sold that for 15, 18 quid maybe. I think it is 18 actually. So £2. I know it's just a disc, but just to play it, £2. You know what I mean? I'm all about getting some unboxed action cheap, and obviously I can just trade that other GTA 5 in for the credit now because I've got it for £2. Anyways, that's everything I got this time. Thrifting. If you like this video, be sure to thumbs it up and subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. You can catch me on x.com/thriftbytes for a few updates. You can sometimes catch me live at twitch.tv/thriftbytes. You can read the old blog at thriftbytes.com. And that's everything. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all later.